Hey guys, this is Lennon. We're back at another review. And I am recording on my phone this time, so I do still have a script on my computer, so. And to tell you, the reason why I'm on my phone is because for some reason the camera on my laptop's not working, so I'm using my phone. Don't worry, I think this phone has a better quality anyway, so. As I was saying, I'm reviewing Minions and Monsters, which is a 2026 American animated comedy film directed by Pierre Coffin and written by Coffin and Brian Lynch. Produced by Illumination, it is the third installment in the Minions prequel series and the seventh installment overall in the Despicable Me franchise. The film stars Coffin as the Minions, alongside Trey Parker, Allison Janney, Christopher Waltz, Jesse Einsberg, Jeff Bridges, Zoe Deutch, I don't know, Bobby Minihan, sorry if I'm mispronouncing those names, as I was saying, and Phil Lamar. As it's taken place in 1927, 41 years before the events of Minions 2015. The film follows the Minions as they are aiming to make a monster movie of their own in old Hollywood. The film was announced in July 2024 after the release of Despicable Me 4, with Coffin and Lynch returning to direct and write the film respectively, and Chris Medeltri producing alongside Bill Ryan. John Powell composed the score, making his third collaboration with Illumination following the Lorax Migration and the first Despicable Me installment not to be scored by Heitor Perea. Minions and Monsters premiered at the Annecy International Animated Film Festival on June 21st, 2026, and was theoretically released in the US on July 1st by Universal Pictures. The film has received positive reviews, with many deeming it is to be the best film in the franchise since the first Despicable Me film, and has grossed $160 million worldwide. Manus says Banana. On the other hand, yes, this is the best movie ever that Illumination has ever made. Ever since the first Despicable Me, which was a surprise. And it's also one of my top anticipated movies of the year, because the trailer is so cool. Which I can't even believe. Because normally after the first Despicable Me, Illumination doesn't really make great movies. Like, any movie they made now is gonna be better than Hot, but Minions and Monsters? I can't even believe that. At least it didn't do too bad on the Mario movies. This is also sweet of a movie to be about a little child who wants to make movies. Love the references and set pieces, like they reference Jaws, E.T., anything. As it was actually as real slapstick. Also, the Minions, the new Minions, Henry and James, instead of having Kevin, Bob, and Stuart as normal, we end up having Henry and James that are like this decade's Bert and Ernie. So, overall, who would have thought it? Because this is the 7th movie in the Despicable Me franchise. And this is just surprisingly the best. If I end up doing a top 10 most surprising movies of 2026, don't be surprised to see that movie on the list. Because as this movie uses those little banana-loving dudes to make an ode to early Hollywood and to the power of cinema and storytelling, this is their best movie. This is Illumination's best movie. And yes, it does include the first Despicable Me and the Mario Bros. Movie. And I am rating this an 8 out of 10. So, great job, Illumination. Because usually I thought the Minions were annoying, even though they have funny moments. The first Minion, I didn't enjoy, but at least they have funny moments. The Rise of Gru was a solid movie about what's been up to Gru as a kid. And coming up to this, a group of friends want to make a movie. Yeah. Get out Monsters Further movie. So. But hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next video.